This item is rarer than a mirror and isn't tradable. Good luck. I love how Quinn's editors do the exact same things that my editors do. They just make up tweets, and then that's the thumbnail. And then Ludwig started doing it too. Or not Ludwig, the Mogul Mail guy.
The RNG is so ridiculous that you literally can play for your entire lifetime 5 times over and never loot it. So that's just dumb. You could have someone like Mr. Llama, right? Okay, and he could play this game for 20 years.
Ooh, that's a long
He would
time.
be like 62 years old, right? He could play the game for 20 years. And do you know how many he would have? 0. Like, why is that a system in a game? They confirmed...
Yeah, who's this for?
That the ultra giga mega rare items are in the game, right?
Yeah.
Except they only drop at 85 plus.
They only drop from level 85 plus monsters. That's my understanding. Not that they're only from level 85. That's what the tweet said, at least. Who knows?
Yeah, they basically are so rare that I only have one person having a single one of them. And I'm a fucking streamer. Which basically means we're talking mirror tier rarity, right? We're talking mirror tier rarity. And you can't...
Way more than that. I feel like it's way more than that. Like, every single league... There's at least like 5 or 6 clips of somebody looting a mirror. Like, just like somebody just like hard dropping a mirror. We haven't seen a single person hard drop Grandfather or hard drop Harlequin Quest or Crest. It's worse than
trade them.
Yeah.
How many mirrors I've had in Path of Exile?
I've had 0.
It basically seems like these items shouldn't be in the game. Okay,
yeah, it's stupid. Like, like there's no reason. Like, what value does having an item that nobody can get have in the game?
Tier.
It's just stupid.
Let's say, okay, let's go rare of the mirror tier, but I don't think it's rare, whatever it is. Like, why even have it in the game at that point? Like, what are they thinking? Yeah, well, it's not even a chase item. That's not even, you can't chase that.
Well, you can't, yeah, exactly, that's the thing. It's like, you don't have, like, in Diablo 4, you don't have chase items. Because in order to chase something, you have to run after it, right? But where the fuck are you gonna run? You don't know where to go. How are you gonna chase something you don't know where it is? It's like in PoE, you chase an item, you want to get fucking, I don't know, you want to get the brass dome back in the day, you go do the fucking Minotaur. If you want to go get a dying sun, you do Shaper. If you want bottled faith, you go to Cortex. If you want this item, you go to God. It's not going to happen naturally.
Hey, I'm going to randomly kill monsters and then there's like a one and...
You're not supposed to get it, that's the point. If you're fully equipped and you get bored and quit, that way you always have something to go after to get the addicted players playing. Bro, nobody's gonna fucking play the game trying to get a 1 in 5 million hour thing. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Somebody's gonna get addicted to this shit. Like, they're gonna get addicted. No, they're fucking not. They're gonna do it because here's how you get people addicted to shit, is you get people addicted by variable reinforcement. That's the fucking Sigmund Freud method. That's the technique. That's the shit that is in the book. And the way that it works is you have to get people where other people, like, you get a little bit of a reward. You get a little bit of a reward. And you don't give it to them all the time. It's Skinner box. Yeah, it's Skinner box. That's it. Oh, was it Skinner? You know what? I think you're right. I don't think it was Freud. It was Skinner. Yeah, no, I think you are right. I'm wrong. Either way, point is the same. This is the most addictive method. That's why every gambling system works this way. They all work this way because that's the most effective way. So this is not an effective addiction technique because they never get it.
Fucking 500 million chance of getting it. That's just stupid. Like, if it's solo self, if you can't trade them, make it more common. So then you can realistically get one. I think it should be weighted in such a way that maybe, like, you get one item, like one of the Giga Rare items by the time you hit 100. Or maybe half. Maybe you need to level up too.
I think, no, bro. Like, just let people get it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? This is a game with 3-month seasons? We want to have these super fucking rare items? Why? What the fuck? Like, why? Just give it to people for killing Uber Lilith. Like, why's it gotta be some kind of fucking stupid-ass lottery? Why don't you make it a meritocracy where if you kill Lilith solo on hardcore mode, not hardcore, on hard mode with like a level 100 Lilith, you get a really good item. You get a fucking Grandfather. You get the fucking Shako. You get something cool. Like, that's actually fun. There's nothing fucking fun about playing the game and just, oh, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. That's what they fucking had with Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. I quit that fucking game because it was so boring.
200s to get one item, I don't know. Whatever, somewhere in that range. And then you get what you get. Or they let you target farm in some way. You know, like there's some way of target, like, but then it's like, I don't know. they had like static content they could associate each item with, and you could farm that content to try and get that item. Not a div.
People are getting carried. Make it to where you can only do it solo.
God, fuck div guys. I hate div guys. The current implementation, guys.
What?
Item. Not a div card. Fuck div guys. I hate div guys.
What the fuck? Why does he hate divination cards? It's the best system PoE has. What the fuck? Why does he like that? Well, what? What? Because he's SSF? Who gives a shit?
The current implementation, guys. The current implementation of the items, they don't exist. That's the current implementation. Just to be clear. Oh, they just allow trading. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Allowing trading. Well, I think allowing trading would still be ridiculous.
It'd still be ridiculous even if you allowed trading. It's fun to have a lottery ticket chance of a truly legendary item dropping. However, I think they need some rare items that actually have a realistic chance of dropping too. I actually disagree. I don't think it's exciting or fun at all. It's just annoying to know that there's like one item in the game that like is just never gonna drop. It's just stupid. And it's your bis, yeah, like, and you're just never gonna get it. And you can't do anything to get it. I don't know. I don't think that's fun.
Like, how would you even pay for one? But this is so rare. I only know one guy with the fucking helmet.
Well, like, I know how you pay for
it sounds like it would just be RMT'd as well. I don't know. It just seems like, no, I'd rather it be... Like, dude, I'm of the opinion that this, dude... Like in SSF, for example, in Path of Exile, I feel like a lot of the ultra giga race chase items should be more common.
They're all
and then
tradable.
SSF should be void to trade. Like if shit is SSF, right? Then it should be like reasonable for a person to loot it upon like doing a full character run.
I don't think anybody should. I don't think they should design the game around SSF, bro. Like I don't think so. Like, I've been playing SSF and Diablo 4, like, I haven't traded anybody anything, but, like, that should not even be on the radar.
If it's trade, don't get me wrong, and it's an economy, then okay, you can make it far more rare, because then people have a deterministic path to grind out to it, right?
Exactly,
they can, like, literally just sit there and blast,
deterministic path.
grind, and be like, I don't know, they trade some guy, let's say they trade 1 billion gold.
This is like, what's funny, I think about this right now, is like, this actually kind of reminds me a lot of what happened with WoW and Titan Forging, where it's like, having these really rare items isn't really the problem, it's that they're the best items in the game, and they're so rare that you would realistically never get a chance of having them. I don't think those items are really needed, they're luxury. Well, if nobody needs the items, and nobody's ever going to see them, what value do they add to the game? Because, like, to me, something like that is demotivational. Because I know that no matter what I do, I will never have a chance of getting it. So, like, I go in and I engage the game knowing that I will never win. For me, that's massively demotivational, personally. Because I like being able to complete the game, I like being able to finish a build and feel like I am at max power.
For the item. The guy's like, okay, I'll have infinite gold. Thing is, I don't even think I would sell... If I had one of those things, I wouldn't even sell it for 1 billion gold. Big time L taking, you're an L gamer, brother. She does the challenge mode and wants it to be easier.
Yeah, there's no value in having something like this.
Are you dumb? Why are you defending, like, dog shit-ass design? Okay, how many mirrors have you looted, chat? Off monsters, not traded. How many mirrors have you looted off monsters in Path of Exile? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, most people are saying 0. They're all, okay, that is your chances of looting one of these items.
It's lower than that.
Why? Okay, why even put an item in the...
It's so much lower than that, because everybody knows Diablo 4, obviously way more people are playing it than any PoE league, right? Like, probably, I would say, like, 10x, 5x at least. Every single league, like, I watch those Gamer for Life compilations every single time a new PoE league comes out for, like, the first month. In those compilations, in the first 2 weeks, there's, like, 5 mirror drops. And those are just the people that were streaming. You're not the average player. Playing it's like playing the lottery. People play it because they think they'll win. Smart people do not play. But why? Like, I don't play the lottery, so, like, I don't like it. So, like, these items are in... So let me get this straight. These items that are impossible to get are in the game because they make stupid people happy. What?
Game, if you'll just hear about one guy getting it who's from Korea. So simple. Nah. I'm okay with maybe one item being like that, but all of them, I mean, that's just stupid.
Wizard logic.
They could have a sliding scale, and one could be like this ultra item that pretty much doesn't exist. I'm okay with that, but all of them, what's the point of them? What's the point of something?
What's the point of an item being in the game if you can't get it, and you have no agency to get it, you have no goal to get it? It's just there. Why? Why is it there?
Yeah, because it's not a chase item. That is not a chase item.
Yeah,
chat.
you're not
That is
chasing.
I don't even know. That's closer to like a lottery ticket, but then even then you probably have a more higher chance of winning the lottery than you do of winning one of you probably have a higher chance of winning like $10,000 in the lottery than you do of getting one of these items. Yeah. Wait, what's neat about it? Wait, what's neat about you never looting an item ever?
Yeah,
you're never grinding these items. You're
yeah,
never.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I don't think it's fun or interesting, and it's actively demotivational in the same way that Titan Forging was actively demotivational in Legion. Because you know that no matter what you do, you're never going to have the best item. And the reason for that is completely arbitrary. This is the way I think games should work. The hardest content drops the best gear. It's that simple. There's no... that's it. Now, there can be other times where people that aren't doing the hardest content can still get the best gear, but there should never be a time where the hardest content doesn't give you the best gear. I don't see how what the fuck? What are we talking about?
In the current state, you are never getting this item, right, chat? You understand that? Okay, these items, there's like 10 of them. You are never getting one ever.
Yeah.
They don't exist. Like, link, chat, anyone who's got one of those ultra uniques, link it right now. Link your character. Like, if no one in this chat has one right now, that's seriously like, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. That's right. Like, think about it. So you're defending some shit. Like, like, chat, if an item is like 1 in 100 people, that's crazy already. That's crazy, Nick. If we're talking 1 in like thousands. Not even one person in thousands doesn't have one. Yeah. And you're sitting there defending that? Like, what are you doing?
It's stupid. It's just stupid. Like, there's always going to be somebody who's stupid enough to see what's good in something bad. There's literally no logic that you can use that will make it to where that makes sense. Your build's already done by 80. Why are they locking ultimate items? Yeah, exactly. Do you think there should be a currency only dropped by high-tier nightmare dungeons that can be used to buy these rare uniques? Yes. So, I mean, like, maybe. Like, yes, in terms of, like, the idea of it. Of, like, you can work towards the item. You should be able to work towards the best gear in the game, rather than just being expected to mindlessly grind for some unknown period of time that is in the millions of hours to maybe get to, like, I don't understand, like, how anybody could think that's fun. It's insane.
Blood is far more common! Mage blood is far more common! What are you on about?
And you can get them in other ways.
Okay. If I said, hey, if I was 3 weeks into a Diablo, a fucking PvE league, and I was like, how many of you guys have mage blood? And I said, link it, I would have, like, literally...
There'd be like 10 people, 20 people do that.
Literally hundreds of people linking me a mage blood. There is not a single person in this chat right now who has one of these items. The amount of people that have been playing Diablo 4, because it's the game and it's just launched, the amount of people that have been playing is like 20x that of PoE. Right? Some crazy amount more. So 20, it's like a lot more. 20 times rarer, and then there's 20 times as many people playing the game. And you're seeing 3. So then it's like, okay, the item doesn't exist. The item doesn't exist. The item doesn't exist.
It functionally doesn't exist.
It's not in the game. For everyone. You could have someone like Mr. Llama, right? Okay, and he could play this game for 20 years. He would be like 62 years old, right? He could play the game for 20 years, and do you know how many he would have? 0. Like, why is that a system in a game?
It's just stupid. Like, I don't understand, like, why would... Yeah, I completely agree with Quinn. This is outrageous.
Out of every single streamer on Twitch...
It's just stupid.
Okay, these are the most degenerate, tryhard, ultra, giga, like, nerd guys. Not a single person, not a single one, not a single clip. There's not one clip on the entirety of everyone streaming Diablo. Not even one of those people have looted one of these items. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's 6, yes.
Not a single person on all of Twitch has looted one of these items.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ring is common. Okay, wait. The ring is common. So the ring, so it sounds like a lot of people have the ring. The ring sounds like it's not the same. It sounds like the ring rarity is different. Can you rip through the game with a build that doesn't use these items? Isn't that like a cool thing? Maybe one like a mirror. Yeah, well, that's the thing though, right? I'm totally fine with that. I'm saying, yeah, okay, one of these items is a mirror, right? But the items aren't even a mirror. The items aren't even a mirror. The items are like, you have to drop a stack of 15 mirrors. I think Shaco has got to be at least 10 to 20 times. I think it's probably closer to like 20x rarer than a mirror. And the game is solo self-found. And the game is solo self. Like, you cannot trade these items. Okay, think about the amount of people playing Diablo 3, and think about the amount of blasting, the amount of monsters getting killed per hour. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a requirement of being 85, right? But regardless, there's still literally like tens of thousands of nerds on softcore that are all just blasting monsters at level 100 right now. And so,
yeah, you got to remember that a lot of these nightmare dungeons are pretty low. You don't have to go super high to be 85 mobs. Listen, often people complain about items they can't obtain because they're near impossible to obtain. It's epic. Of course, streamers haven't looted them because they're reserved for 10 people in the world, not a paywall. This sounds like you have a problem with streamers. This is about you and streamers. Whoever banned you in chat, like, I don't know who it was, but like, yeah, I do. Like, it's not even that like I'm entitled to the item because I bought the game. I'm giving my feedback on how items like this make me feel. Like, if Blizzard doesn't change it, I'm not going to quit the game over this. I'm just not going to enjoy it as much. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm just not going to enjoy the game as much as if I had items to work towards with real goals. It's common sense. Thousands of people doing 85 dungeons and that no one knows. How do we know that if they have the items? Because people would probably post it, man. If somebody is grinding that hard, doing that much stuff, they would have posted a picture. Maybe. I mean, maybe not. Maybe there is some of them out there. But I bet there's probably not. I bet most people probably would have posted something. Somewhere, somebody would know.
of course. They're all just like literally Jesus. Like right now there's like a dungeons are being cleared like this. This is like every time I click my fingers, a dungeon is being full cleared by a level 100. I can't even do it, bro. I can't even click fast enough. They're clearing the dungeons this so fast that I can't even click my fingers fast enough. And there's 3 confirmed drops. And I think okay, and let me tell you wrong. There's one.
Somebody says in chat they go like this. They say this. I feel like it's a good thing because it enables people who get them to know and feel like they're a big deal. But it's not a big deal. They just got lucky. There's nothing that's impressive about it at all. Wow, somebody got lucky. Who cares? Like, you think that's going to make the game better? Okay, so like let's have 2 universes, right? One universe where you have these stupid fucking lottery drops that nobody can obtain except for like one random person each season. And then the other world where you have these drops that you get from beating the hardest bosses in the game. Which world do you want to live in? Well, personally, I want to be in the one where you kill the hardest bosses and you get the best loot. That's where I want to be. If you want to have lottery drops and bullshit like this that takes no skill, no effort, and it's just garbage, then you can go ahead. But personally, I think that the best gear should drop from the hardest bosses. It's not complicated. And you know what? I think they could even keep the lottery drop component and have it to where, you know what? The lottery drop chance for you getting one of these outside of Uber Lilith or outside of, like, you know, if they make Duriel or Mephisto or something like that, I think that, yeah, you could add that too. But there should be a way that you can actually farm it. What value does it add whenever nobody can get an item except for one person? In Vanilla WoW, not everyone had Thunder Fury or the Legendary Mace for Rag, same with the mounts. The reason why things were exciting and special in Vanilla WoW is because most of us were stupid kids that had no context of what getting the items mean. That's why Thunder Fury doesn't mean shit in Vanilla WoW anymore. It's because now everybody knows how to get it. They know, like, you see somebody who's Scarab board, you're not impressed, you just assume they're a guild master. Just because you're naive, you didn't know shit, doesn't mean that it was a good system. You're looking at it from a lens of a person that doesn't exist anymore, in a world that doesn't exist anymore.
Confirmed, which is like, bro, if they were tradable and the game didn't reset, there was no such thing as seasons. Yeah, do you know what? That drop rate may be appropriate, and then they'll probably sell for like, you know, $20,000 US dollars each, right? Or even more than that, right? They'd probably sell for like, I don't know, at the start of it, someone would buy one for like 100K plus. I bet. RMT take. That's how rare they are. Just make an item that says you do infinity damage and then put it in there. Well, guess what? It's the same because no one gets it ever, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to live research fit to drop one of these, if they dedicated the rest of their life strictly farming dungeons, I should hit 80 plus. And I want to farm more, find one of the cool items, and not stop because I know my only goal is to win the most kept lottery ever.
Yeah, it's just there's no fun for that at all. Yeah, that's what Mathel's saying too. This guy's like playing PoE forever.
Bro, true.
Yeah, I saw that
Actually
tweet.
good
I totally
take,
agree
dude.
with that.
Oh wow, look. This is a combination
Absolutely.
there in the game and the current rarity that is intended. Then, my lord, what a whiff of an attempt to put chase items in. Not only are they not tradable, they will most likely drop.
Someone says there's no way to shame me or act like I have a problem with streamers because I love the Sword Art Online concept. I've been dreaming of rare items such as that to 100x better than the paywall items and skins. I buy into that. Bro, like, you're bringing in some fucking logic. This is some dumb fucking logic you have with paywall. Like, if you have a problem with microtransactions, then talk about microtransactions. Don't try to ruin our fucking game because you've got an issue with microtransactions. You think Sword Art Online was about some random-ass rare item? No, it fucking wasn't. Also, almost nobody was playing Sword Art Online. Remember, there was, like, only a few thousand people playing the game at the end? And it wasn't even that the fact that, like, he got a super rare item. It's that he was the first person to do it. So it's like you're wrong. I know what you're talking about, like the dual wield stuff and shit like that. Like, you're wrong even in the context of the anime.
I live 100 character live required and be so rare that. Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
True. Actual. This is like a reasonable person take, dude. Wow. It's almost like people who don't have brain defigencies understand the reality of the
situation. And this is the thing. The people that defend it, like the most dumb fucking logic ever. Like, my logic is because it's not, because I don't like cash stores, and it's like an anime that I misremember. That's the mind of a person defending this garbage.
I think what it is you guys are like, I'm gonna get it, though. That don't need to change anything. This is like the same people who fucking, the people who are sitting there defending it are the same people who go and buy lottery tickets.
It's so
like,
stupid.
You're literally like some pro-lotto guy. I don't know if you've seen these biased tests I do. Where if you ask a person how likely, they think someone is to get cancer, the average is very accurate, right? It's very accurate. And then you ask the same people, okay, you ask like the same group of people, and by group I mean randomly selected people, whatever, how likely they are to get cancer, it's far lower. And it's just this
people are
massive
just narcissistic, they think they're special, they'll be the one. Yeah, for sure. That's why they gamble too, I think.
bias. And it's like, you think you're gonna be the guy who gets it? No, you're not getting it, ever. You're not getting it ever. It's not happening. Don't design a cool unique, right? Don't design a cool unique, which I don't even think the Halloween Quest is even a cool unique, by the way. I'm saying, don't design a cool unique, and then lock it behind some rarity that makes it never drop. Because then it's like, you spent time designing something, and then it doesn't even do it. You know, nobody gets to enjoy it. Like, I'm totally cool with them making items that the 1% can enjoy, right? Like, because you can reasonably become that just by commitment and time investment. But you make it the 0.000000001%, and then on top of that, it's literally not even merit-based. It's based on just complete RNG. Like, fuck that. Merit-based. Like, for example, like, merit-based, 100%. Like, if you said, like, oh, okay, to get this one item, you have to kill this one boss, and this one boss is only killed by, 1% of the player base. That's a merit-based item.
That's great. That's awesome. That's good.
Right? I'm totally fine with that. Or if there's a weapon that you get for, I don't know, whatever. There's some, like, weekly challenge thing.
This guy says you get to assume and speak in absolutes and tell me you're wrong because you're the streamer and that's okay. It's not because I'm the streamer, it's because I'm right and you're wrong. You don't even know the fucking argument you're making. You make an argument based on an anime that you don't even remember. Like, no, it's not because I'm the streamer, it's because I'm right.
Where, if the one guy each week who gets the highest, I don't know, whatever, dungeon clear and the shortest time, whatever, gets some item. I'm totally fine with that. That's fine. It's cool. But if you're gonna make it complete RNG, and the RNG is so ridiculous that you literally can play for your entire lifetime 5 times over and never loot it, well, that's just dumb. You don't make a single argument why they're gonna be better. Because the items would actually exist, you fucking stupid bitch! What do you mean I didn't make a fucking argument? The items don't exist at the current rarity.
Okay, so let's say about 30% of the chat has.
And then this actually probably, like, you could probably say 5% of those guys are trolls. So we're probably thinking like, 16, 17% of chat is retarded.
That's about right.
Because he is.
God game. How are people defending this? What the fuck? It's because they're stupid. That's why they're defending it. There's no logical reason why this is good. And again, they're contrarians or stupid, which is usually the same thing. Most people that are contrarians just, reflexively are just stupid. And they think that because they have the different opinion than everybody else, they're the smart one and everybody else is stupid. That's what it is. Is it cool to have something at rare? You don't need every item. I don't need to play the game either. You're right. Like, absolutely. Yeah, in my experience, some people in the RPG community are so gatekeeping. It's just because they're stupid. That's why. And again, I guarantee you, any of these people, if you actually, like, if I took the time out, I opened up their chat, I listened to them, and I let them explain themselves, I can promise you that what they would say would cause everybody in this entire chat room to lose brain cells. Because that happens every time. There is no logical reason why this is good for the game. There is no reason why this is better for the game than having items that can just drop from the hardest bosses. to create aspirational content, things for people to look forward to. And you can even have and keep these lottery drop rates. You can keep these in the game, but then just also add a deterministic way to get them, like killing the hardest Uber bosses. It's a marketing point. It's the opposite, though. People defend it because they have a different idea of what a game being fun is. Well, the reason why they have a different idea of a game being fun is because they don't even understand what their own ideas are. That's why whenever they use examples that are literally wrong, they don't even know what they want. Like, you can't use an argument that actually doesn't make sense and then just be like, oh, well, that's just what I like. Well, yeah, sure, that can be what you like, but you're a dumbass for thinking it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. Of course, people can have the opinion, but that doesn't mean that people have to respect it or take it seriously. Do you think all Uber rare drops should be merit-based or more obtainable? I think that if you start playing the game, these are 3-month seasons, right? If you start playing the game and you play the 3-month season, you should be able to get everything that you want inside of that 3-month season. If you play the game a lot. Like, I'm talking like level 100, killing the Uber bosses. I see no value in making that not obtainable. Does that make sense? It's baffling, people defending an item they'll never get. Yeah. These guys are saying that the best content you can't even access in the game is fun somehow. Yeah. It's fun because I'm not going to get it. Oh my god. Asmongold's qualified of opinions, but not the game developers actually make the games? Bro. What do you think the developers, you think this is a good idea? You think the loot itemization and shit like that? You think this is good? What, the developers can't make mistakes? If that's a fact, then why did I say that the skeleton shit was too weak? Everybody said that shit was too weak about necromancers. Then you got them agreeing with us and they change it before the game even comes out. Bro, like, just because somebody's a developer doesn't mean that they can't be questioned. Like, the reason why I say people are stupid is not because that I'm a streamer and they're not. It's that their logic doesn't make any fucking sense. There's no actual logic inside of it, because if you apply that same logic to any other situation, it wouldn't make any sense. Put things in perspective, I've been playing Diablo for a week now. You already know what's best for the game. Do not make me get out my 2014 videos. Don't do it. Don't. I will not be baited into this. I was making guides for Diablo 3 whenever you were probably in middle school, and you're gonna talk shit and get mad. I'm trying to make the game better. Those aren't from developers. These kinds of things are from an engagement statistic analyst. Dangle the carrot, but never let the player get it. No, I don't agree with that either. I don't think that's true. Because I think it is true to an extent, but the thing is, like, let's use your carrot analogy, right? So, like, you put a carrot in front of a horse, the horse is going to try to eat the carrot. You put a carrot a mile in front of a horse, is the horse going to try to go after the carrot? Probably fucking not. They're not even going to know what's there. There has to be a distance that the player has to the item that they know that they can actually go and obtain it. Because if that distance is too far, then nobody is going to take the journey to begin with. And that's what I was saying before with chase items. In order to chase something, you have to go in a direction. You have to farm something specifically. Like everything in PoE, you can farm something specifically to get the item. That's just how it works. Okay, in your opinion, why did they decide this? Because they wanted to, the reason why is that they wanted to have like that same essence of like rarity that things like, you know, like Tyrael's Might had in Diablo 2. It's kind of like, a good example of this is how many Souls-like games have you guys played that understand, that learn the wrong lessons from Dark Souls? Like, you can clearly see they're trying to mimic Dark Souls, but they learned the wrong lesson. I think many of them, that is the case. And I think that's what happened with Blizzard. I think Blizzard saw these super rare items, and they learned the wrong lesson from them. What if their plan is to put the uniques behind a paywall? Thank God, then I'll finally get one. People can get mad at me as much as they want, but it's so funny whenever they do this, because then it just proves that I'm right later on. It's like whenever I said Titan Forging was bad and then they took it out of the game. Yeah. Like, I've been right about this shit every single time.